Hey there and welcome back. In today's video, we'll be talking about a great approach at making millions of silver and combat fame out in the Blackzone area. What I'm recommending won't be complicated. It will only require you to be aware of your surroundings to avoid getting killed. You'll be able to do this on both the east and west servers. We're talking about farming in tier 6 forest biomes. Now you might be asking yourself why, and I will get into the details, but before we do, please make sure to join the Discord. We have a fast growing community for all players. You can ask questions, win giveaways, and stay up to date with the latest videos and live streams. Make sure to follow and join my streams at kick.com/Donnie956. I'll be giving away 5 30-day premiums, and both West and East are eligible. I also plan on giving away a baby mammoth soon, so make sure to follow. Now without further ado, let's get back into the video. I recommend doing this out of the Limhurst portal as there are multiple tier 6 forest biomes. If you're locked into a different city, try and find your closest tier 6 forest biome. Make sure not to waste your time on tier 7 zones as the mob density is greatly reduced. You are way better off in tier 6 or tier 8 forest biomes. After endless hours of grinding in tier 6 forest biomes, I can confidently state that they are one of the best types of zones to grind in for multiple reasons. So let's talk about what tier 6 zones forest biomes offer. They offer an abundance of wildlife, resources, and mobs. I've grinded in these areas for hours and it does not disappoint. Since forest biomes offer wood, hide, and stone, you can make a huge profit from these resources. I do recommend having at least tier 5 skinning and lumberjack since you will have access to tier 5 and 6 resources. Now, that isn't the only benefit. There is also an abundance of tier 6 humanoid mobs that provide a great amount of fame and the possibility of drops worth a decent amount of silver. If you're trying to max your mastery and spec, this is also a great way to do so. Now, gathering endless hide, lumber, and stone is great. However, the thing that separates the biome from others is the number of offspring that you can farm. Not only are tier 6 forest biomes filled with direwolves and moose, but they both also drop offspring worth hundreds of thousands of silver. Now, the direwolf pups and moose calves do have a low drop rate, however, it isn't as low as you think. The abundance of moose and direwolves to farm make this very productive. I've been able to gather 2 to 3 direwolves and moose in a single session. However, I do recommend going back and banking anytime you hit around 600,000 silver, and maybe sooner if you're lower on silver. So how much are the offspring worth? On the west, the direwolves are around 150,000 silver and moose run about 320,000 silver. Over on the east, direwolves are about 215,000 silver and moose run around 400,000 silver. So as you can see, you can quickly start making some silver. Now, keep in mind that this can vary. However, one thing that won't is the amount of resources that you will gather. Tier 5 hide from bears, tier 6 hide from the moose and wolves, tier 5 and 6 wood, and tier 4 through 6 stone. Let's talk about mounts to use that will help you gather and survive. There are 2 mounts that I recommend. The first is a stag, which is anywhere from 60 to 90,000 silver, depending on the server you play on. This will provide you with a carry weight passive, which will help you get away if your mount is killed. The second option is more expensive. It is the swamp dragon. This is one of my favorite mounts as it does 3 key things that makes me feel invincible. The first is that it has 1,602 health, which is almost 2 times the amount of the stag. It also gives you a carry weight passive, and lastly, you'll always have a consistent gallop speed even if being attacked. I've been able to escape large ganking groups with this mount. However, starting out, go with the stag and learn to escape before investing into something more expensive. Now, if you are guildless and see that a specific guild has hideouts and territories in the area, it does not hurt to send out a quick application. I was lucky enough to get invited to the guild in the zone I am in, and now I don't have to worry about getting ganked by them. I also get a fame and gathering buff from setting the hideout as my home. In addition, I can safely escape others by kiting them to the guards of our territory, or even better, send out some pings and they might show up in full force to defend you. I really hope that you give this a shot. I've been able to make millions of silver and enough to pay for my premium within days of farming. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to catch me live, I'm on kick.com/Donnie956 every day from 6 a.m. Central Time to noon or 11 a.m. UTC to 5 p.m. UTC. Make sure to stop by and say hello.